I'm talking about niggas, and I'm talking about butlers, the black male, the black men, the nerds, right? So we is so impactful. By us stepped outside of American standard, by us stepping outside from the American standard, we created our own standard. Ebonics, slang. You got people all across the globe mimicking that. The way we dress.
Okay, Jay, what good comes from that, Jay? You saying things, but what good comes from it?
I'll let you finish.
Yeah, no, but Jay, listen, the question of what we're speaking about is... Okay, what? Give me one. You haven't answered none of my questions. Let's see if you can answer this one.
Because I want to push. I want to be able to tell, like when you spoke, I want to be able to acknowledge all of the stuff that is created and how impactful it is to the point where not the black.
What good did it do? No, answer the question. All of the stuff, Jay. Stop it, Jay. All of the stuff that Jay. Listen, Jay. No, Jay. All of the things that you stated, what? Just answer the question. Incorrect. No one's trying to emulate anything. Listen, Jay, just answer this question. All of the things that you just stated, what good has it done for black people as a whole? We know some rappers got popular and got rich.
If you want me to tell you,
please do.
What's so good? You want me to tell you what's so good about it? Because not only that, adopted this attitude, this creation that they created. You know it's good when you got white people emulated. You got people in UK.
That doesn't, because white people are doing it doesn't mean that it's good. What?
What happened to nerds? What happened to nerds created? Influence. Nerds and influence.
Jay. Okay.
Only thing a black nerd do is regurgitating the stuff that they have heard from white people. If I want something from a nerd, I go to a white person and get that. Because the only thing a nerd is doing is emulating and being a butler. That's all.
Okay, Jay.
If I want to go to your boss, you're a nerd, right? If I want to learn something in your culture, being a nerd, all I got to go to the white people. They're more powerful than you.
Okay, I got you, man. So listen, man. Listen. We get what you saying. We get what you saying. But you got to be one mic at a time. And if not, I'm going to have to start muting you. I'm going to have to start muting you. So, a commentary. Welcome to No Fugazee podcast. I'm going to have you ask a question or join in the conversation in a quick second. But I just want to state something here for Jay and for the audience. I asked you multiple questions, and you've never actually answered any of my questions. No, you didn't. No, you said that it's good because if white people do it, that means it's good. So your entire appeal is to appeal to another race, which means it's good. That's nonsensical. So how can you be pro-black if what's pro-black? Stop it. How can you be pro-black? Stop it, Jay. Listen, how can you be pro-black and stand up for black people, but the only way to see that some black people are doing good things is to appeal to other white people and get their approval? That makes no sense. That's illogical. That's illogical. I would say that, guess what, Jay? You are part of the Ku Klux Klan. It's like, God dang, for us to say that anything is good that black people does, we need to go to the white man. You're a KKK member. You might as well put on a white hood.
Fugazi, you won't let me finish.
Listen, no, we heard you a lot. Jay, listen. I'll let you speak a whole lot, which I normally don't do. People be mad because I be cutting people off. You muted right now too, because you need to hear this. People be mad because I be cutting people off. You know, all the panty boys, the new panty boys that's in the chat, like, Cooley, you're always cutting people off. Let people finish their point. So I'll let you get it all out. I heard your worldview. The audience, the live chat, we all heard your worldview. And now I just been asking you questions. And all of these questions that I asked you, you couldn't answer. So guess what? I'm going to land my plane here. Commentary. What's up, man? Introduce yourself, and I know if you want to ask some questions or add to the topic, hop in.
So since I represent one of these house Negroes that he speaks of, let me just, I've been on here several times, Cooley. I don't think I've ever actually told you what my background was at any point in time, did I?
No.
Okay, just so we're clear, I have a master's degree in molecular biotechnology. I also have a bachelor's degree in biology with specialization in cellular, molecular, and biotechnology. So when I hear people talking about genes and what they think about this and that and type of stuff and what they think genetics gonna do, I always have to ask where they get their information from, because I know good and goddamn well what I heard was not accurate in any sense. And I mean
Where did
at
you get
all.
your information
About
from?
melanin, about what you think it is, and anything like that.
So can I ask you a question?
Go, please.
You say you're a biologist and all this other type of thing. You got a master's degree, right?
I do.
So when you was doing your studies, right, and the information that you was receiving and had to study through those textbooks, right?
Right.
Have you ever did studies on the people that research that? Do you even know their character to make them even credible? Because we do have. Would you agree? First off, before we get any further, I want to see if you would admit to something. Would you agree that there's people of America, of American government controlled, whatever researchers, whatever the case, studies, scientists, all those type of people? Will you agree that a lot of them, those people could be biased?
Every view that someone gives from their personal opinion is biased. Every single one.
So if they are biased, right? If they are biased, that means certain truth or certain information they're gonna be a bias about. They just gonna make an opinion based on they're gonna just defend what benefits them instead of the truth. Would you agree? Because you just admitted they are biased.
No, I said that there's a bias. I didn't say that the veracity of their statements was in question.
So
you can have a bias.
If there is a bias,
Hold on for a second. Let me
how
qualify.
can you trust it?
Okay,
you can't trust nothing with a bias.
I'm telling no. So when I say bias, there's going to be a bias towards being objective. There's a bias towards an ethnocentric mentality. There's a bias towards a certain class. It depends what the topic is, and it depends what it is. If I tell you that there are squirrels outside of my window having sex, is there a bias in that statement? Yes or no?
You said if it's squirrels outside your window having sex?
If I tell you right now that there are squirrels outside of my window having sex, is there a bias in that statement? Yes or no?
Answer the question, bro.
No. Okay.
I said no.
So I just demonstrated to you that factual information can be relayed to a person without a bias. Correct?
Yes.
I will give you that.
Yes. Okay.
I will give you that, but it's
okay,
nuances.
Hold on for a second. I heard. Look, I've listened to you for the
last. Jay, let him land his plane.
Give me a second.
It's because it's nuanced.
Since you just conceded that factual information can be relayed in a non-biased manner, how do you determine the veracity of a statement without judging that person's characters? Now I'm asking specifically, empirically, how do you validate claims?
Because we have the nuances that we have had people that illustrate those biasm through racism and all this other type of stuff throughout history, right? And so the nuances of that matter, it like you just agreed and admitted to that there is biasm. So with biasm, racism through the history that we've been having throughout these years, because if we did studies on the people that gave you those textbooks, I'm quite sure they existed during slavery days, and they came up with all this stuff when they was extremely racist and more heavily on the bias end. So the nuances is you can't just say everything they say was genuinely honest, because it was the nuance is that they had a lot of racism and a lot of biasm against a specific race. So those are the nuances. So you cannot trust it.
Jay, I don't know what biasm is, but can you do me a favor and repeat the question that I originally asked you?
You asked me, can you be, since I have conceded to the point that you can speak a fact without doing all this research and all this other type of stuff, then I just reiterate that there is bias in the nuances to your question.
No, that isn't what he said. Yeah, that isn't what he stated. So Jay, here's what's gonna happen, man. I'm gonna bring up some more people because I want to get some more people involved into the conversation and stuff like that. But I think Spin City HQ. I just bring him up. Introduce yourself, brother, and if you have any questions that you want to add to this topic, you could do so now, and then we're gonna get some more people up here and get some other topics created.
Definitely, peace, family. Jay, boy, me, I come from the streets first. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you good. Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, man, I come from the streets first, but then as I grew up, I realized how trash it was to be from there, and then I became a nerd. Right now, I'm in tech and AI in Silicon Valley, helping little black teenagers. You feel me? You feel me? Helping little black teenagers learn how to use tech and AI
there we go.
to create their own robotics and to create their own job systems in the upcoming market. You feel me? Like being a nerd, yeah. When we was young and we didn't want to hang with the school kids, blah, blah. We didn't want no A's and B's. You feel me? 1 year in high school, I got straight F's. I went by Six Flags. I didn't care about school gang. I still don't now because the education system is flawed, true. Because like Cat Williams said, winners are not allowed to let losers rewrite history, right? So we were conquered, right? We got conquered, got turned into slaves, correct? So the descendants of those people that were enslaved, they shouldn't be taught how to win us over. Anyway, man, that whole thing about the nerds, bro, we create systems now with AI and tech to teach the next to come generation how to get a job when AI is taking it all. What's the problem with that, gang? You stressed out? Because I'm teaching kids how to make money with tech and AI?
No, see, the thing is, when it comes to us black folks, right, in total, our main goal is to make money. That's the problem. That's not because the end goal is not to make money. Because I see a lot of black folks, niggas and nerds, gotta make a lot of money. You got Kanye West, you got Jay-Z, who was complete niggas, billionaires. The richest black folks of America were niggas, right? Let's make that very clear. Secondly, the goal is not to make money. The goal is if you already got Kanye, that's a billionaire, still feel oppressed. It didn't give him that much power like y'all told us that money do. It still didn't give him that much mental freedom that y'all told us that money do. But since we are broke and we want to fantasize about having all the money in the world, we forget about the original fight from our ancestors that didn't give too much care about money, right? They care more about their liberation and gaining power.
But Jay, when I asked you a question, yeah, Jay. So I asked you a question. I said, okay, you said something is wrong with the education system and stuff like that. Yeah. And then I say, okay, cool, man. And then I say, what path can black people take, that would make them prosper? How can they do better? You never answered the question. You went off topic and started talking about, making money. You did. You started talking about black people you did, bro. You started talking about, you brought up all the things.
I started talking about nature.
That was prior to it. You started talking about all the things that black people are currently doing that's good, like the culture, because I went to say that the culture is rotten. You said that, the culture isn't rotten. The culture produces, all of these things.
You conflating my points. The only reason why I brought up what black folks, because I also said that because you had brought up something about our culture sucks. But I had to differentiate between niggas and the nerds, right? What I consider to be both.
Okay, so let's answer the question now then. Okay, so if it isn't technology, if it isn't this, if it isn't about making money, then how can black people currently today, how can they push the needle forward so they can be prosperous as a people?
First off, you have to figure out what you consider to be prosperous is relative and it's subjective.
Okay, so what is it to you? What would be?
For me, I want to be sitting like how white folks do when they go to the meetings on how to rule America.
I want to be
Okay,
like
so you're appealing back to
stupid ass
white people,
nigga.
Jay. Listen,
You want to be like the fucking white boy you talking about. This nigga's a bitch.
yo, you keep appealing back to white people. This is the second time I asked you a question, and your answer was, well, whatever white people is doing, if they say yes, then that's good. I want to do what the white man is doing.
What we should be doing.
I thought you just said that we shouldn't. Jay, you contradicting yourself the whole time. I thought you just said that we shouldn't be doing what the white man is doing. The white man created the education system that you're mad about. You're just contradicting yourself, bro.
Fugazi. All I'm saying is what white people is doing is what all men should be doing. Ruling.
But you just created white people.
How is black people gonna rule if we don't got no money? How is black people gonna rule if we don't got no
money? Thank you. It makes no sense.
Jay.
Last time you seen a broke king?
You don't have the capital to do it.
Man, when have you ever seen a broke king, bro? Your ass is stupid, boy. You're a stupid ass nigga, boy.
You don't realize what he's saying.
Bro, how the fuck you gonna be a broke king? I'm gonna be sitting up somewhere broke as hell. I'm gonna be sitting up on food stamps, bro. You're a stupid ass nigga. You talking about niggas? You some stupid nigga.
Hold on.
Yeah, you a field nigga, square ass nigga. Hey, this nigga's a square nigga. I'm really from something, nigga. Bro, this nigga's a big, bro.
Yo, all right, listen. It's going crazy.
How you gonna be famous? How you gonna be?
It's going crazy. I had to mute y'all real quick. Listen, man. So Jay, yo, here I'm gonna unmute you, Jay. I got you, so you can get the last word. But please watch this back so you can see how many times you didn't answer questions, how many times you've contradicted yourself, how many times your worldview is very, it's glass, bro. It's easy to break, bro. We broke your worldview in like minutes when you joined the podcast and you started speaking. Your worldview was shattered after my first question. You couldn't answer it. Your worldview was shattered when you started you saying that, well, what the white people created in their system, it isn't good for black people. It doesn't benefit black people. But then every time we ask you questions, in order for black people to do good, we need to appeal to the white system. We need to appeal to the white person for approval. It just doesn't make any sense, man. So here's what I'll say. Go back, do some research, watch this episode, and, that's about it. But listen, man, I'll let you get the last word in real quick, and then I got to bring some other people up so we can get this going.
Oh, okay. So
to be fair, go ahead.
So am I still muted?
No, you're unmuted.
Okay, so what I was saying was I answered all of your questions. The thing is, my thought process is different from a lot of black folks' process. They process is to get rich and famous. Hold on, you say you're gonna let me finish. You do
go
this
ahead.
all the time.
Do your thing, bro. Go ahead.
Okay, their goal, like the brother up under me, his goal is to get money, right? My goal is to be the face on the dollar bill. My goal, I think all black men goal should be the face of the dollar bill, the face of the system to create it for his race, where his black woman that you trying to force to submit to you, you trying to force your children to submit to you when anytime they need a provision or protection, they goes to the white man, 911. They goes to the white man, government assistance. You're not in charge of that at all. So you cannot be the one. You cannot sit up here and say, because we have billionaires.
So Jay, how do we get there? How we get there, Jay?
Oh, man.
How we get there? We heard this before. You said this before. How do we get there?
Fugazi. All I'm saying, you said I was going to have the last word. Please let me
You did the last word, but these are things that you've already stated before. But my question is, how do we get there?
What I'm saying is,
answer that question though. You haven't even answered that question. You keep on. Let's see if you can not appeal to the white man and not appeal to white people's approval and just answer it. How do black people get there and answer without appealing to white people? How do black people become successful in America without appealing to the white man? Please answer it.
Successful, and this me answering your question. Successful it should be our own personal. It should be subjective, right? Our success shouldn't be getting no billions of dollars. That shouldn't be the black person success. Our success should be something that we all collectively agree with.
Okay, so what is that?
We can build to create our own
what is that? What is that?
It can be the same. Okay, I ain't finna bring them up. It can be hold on once. It can be to create our own protection mechanism.
You sure you don't got a mask on? Wait, are you sure you're not masquerading as a white man, a white KKK man? No, Jay, listen, Jay. Are you sure you're not masquerading as a white KKK man? Is that blackface you have on, brother? Is it blackface? I need to know, is it truly, can you wipe your face like this? Like, is Billy under there? You talking about Jay. Is Billy, like, just wipe it off? Because it's, god dang, man, you keep appealing to white people. Listen, Jay, I got to let you go. You saying the same thing. I need some intellectual conversations. You're not adding into the, to the podcast too much. It was fun. I may have you back for some jokes. But other than that, peace. You up out of here, bro. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.